Test. 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 Test, test. Testing, testing, still trying to test. Testing again. Hey everyone, we are back. It's the 2023 Grinch Spiel. We're picking up here on sheet 8. We have Team Kraus, aka Elves on the Shelves, versus Team Home, which are out of Texas. So it's pretty cool. We have a team here from Texas. And they are going to get started shortly here on sheet 8. For anyone listening, I'm just going to do a quick rundown. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 4 more after this one, but 4 different events going on these sheets right now. We have 4 teams duking it out for the Grinch final. So this would be the A bracket. That would be Team Wet Bandits, and that is Kat Gerzina's team. And then we have Novak's team, Soup Dew. So Wet Bandits versus Soup Dew. Then we have the Grinch Meisters versus Team Sura. These are our 4 contenders for the championship, which will be happening at about 3:30. Wet Bandits, Soup Dew, Grinch Meisters, and Team Sura. They're both on. They're on respectively sheets 4 and 6. We will not be following them so closely on the cameras. I'll kind of try to keep everyone updated on that one. What we are watching on sheet 8 here is going to be the Blitzen event. We have, as I already mentioned, the Texans versus the Elves on sheet 8. And then we have Team Zwabel versus Team McLeod going on sheet 7 right next door. You should be able to see both sheets. I will be zooming in to the far end of sheet 8 every so often when they're down there. Let's see. But then we have Team Makesroom and Team Caldwell. They're also in the B event. My phone keeps making noises. Be quiet. So also in the Blitzen event, Team Makesroom, Team Caldwell, they're going to be over on sheet 2. The Comet event, we have, which would be the C bracket, JS Realty versus Team Dundor, and Team Bushy versus Team Anderson over on sheet 1. So sheets 3 and sheets 1 have the C event going on. And last but not least, we have the Fruitcake event. And that would be Team Watrous versus Team Hot Cocos on sheet 5, and Team Zweibel versus Team McLeod on sheet 7, who I already mentioned because you'll be able to see that game. So on sheet 8, we have we're playing for the B event semifinals, and on sheet 7, the Fruitcake semifinals. So they're going to be getting started here shortly, and I'll cut back in once they start. Thanks, guys. All right, it looks like we're started. Jamie Kraus just left the booth, so she'll be heading out to sheet 8. she asked me to be kind, and aren't I always? I mean, we'll do our best. You do your best curling, I'll do my best in the booth. Deal. All right, I can see Paige out there on sheet 7. She's on the women's board with me. She's the secretary. She's also our brand new gambling manager. And she's playing on Team Zweibel, and it looks like they're trying to... I didn't see the call, but it looks like they're going to crash into that red one on the way, on the far end there. The elves on the shelves are flipping their coin. As we all know, you flip a coin. It's as customary in curling to see which team has the opportunity to have hammer. If you win the coin toss, you can choose to go first or to keep hammer, which is the last shot, which is generally what you want because it's an advantage. You want to throw the last rock, try to get that last point. I'm not sure who won the coin toss. But as mentioned before, Team Kraus, aka the Elves on the Shelf, are playing a team out of Texas. And it looks like they curl at Lone Star Curling Club. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Looks like there's some smack talk going on. Maybe it's nice talk, I don't know. You can't tell. They're spirited. They can't wait to get started. I'm going to tune into sheet 7 real quick. Looks like they're well underway. And a nice tick off there and roll in behind some coverage on sheet 7. That's going to be nice for them. Nice for Team Zweibel. They're kind of tucked behind that guard. Should be easy enough to keep unless red can curl into him and knock him out. It's a little bit of a difficult shot with that much protection, but you never know. Jamie's trying to eat her hat. Put the broom down, Jamie. There you go. Practice slide time. Jamie's a skip, so she's going to be heading down to the far end down there to call her game. Let's see. First up, looks like they must have lost the coin toss down there because the elves are first. So first up for Team Kraus, I do not have the name of their lead. It just says elf. So I'm not sure who this is. But the lead here has been curling for 11 years, and I assume they're going to try to end up with some sort of center guard. First rock looks good. This is the Elf Lead's 8th Grinch Spiel. I didn't know this, but I found out today this is the 15th annual Grinch Spiel. Been going on for quite some time. In my opinion, it's one of the most fun bond spiels you can do in the area. First up for Team Lone Star, Team Texans. They all have different things written out for team name. Sam is the lead. Sam's been curling only for a year and a half. That first rock looked pretty good though. It looks like that's going to shape up to be a good guard if it doesn't get all the way in. Not quite in. Team Krause's second rock. They're going to try to probably curl right into that yellow and take it out. That's aggressive right away. You got to be aggressive right away. Usually, well, if you're talking about club play, usually we do 8 ends, and these games are only 4 ends, so you have to get aggressive right off the bat. You don't have time to play games. They all have to be the hero shot pretty much. As many points as you can get. Okay. We have, let's see, the skip for Team Lone Star is Nicole. She looks like she's calling for Sam a curl behind so they can get behind that yellow and have some cover. And unfortunately, that is really over curling and a little slow. She was just a bit wide. Who's doing that? Who's down there? That ended up being through the house. Jamie Krause says, put it right up front of our red. They're going to try to cover, they have the 1 point in there. They're going to try to set up a guard right in front of that. And this would be Sheila curling, throwing third rocks for Team Krause. Let's see what Sheila can do. Sheila's been curling 8 years. This is her 4th-ish Grinch spiel. That's going to have to cover some ground to get out in front of that point, but it looks like it's going to do it. That is going to be a beautiful rock. That's perfectly placed. Well, I'd overcurl just a little bit. I can see kind of that whole point. Yellow's going to try to take out, I'm guessing. They want to come, yep, right up to that red rock. That's point right now, and they're going to try to take it out. And this would be Dawn throwing second for the Texans. A little wide on that one, and it looking like it's going to be through the house. Maybe a no, not a nipper. That's through. That is through. Back to Sheila. Looks like what we're going to try to do is, I'm not sure. I can see where the broom is, but I didn't see the tap where Jamie wants this one to end. I think they're just trying to curl in behind their red there. It looks a little light. It's starting to move now. This sheet all day has been, after you throw a couple of rocks on it, it's been swinging quite a bit. All right, that one's placed pretty well. Did overcurl just a hair. All right, Dawn's up for Team Texas again. This is her first Grinch spiel. She's been curling for a little less than 2 years. Fun fact about Dawn, she wants a hippo for Christmas. Well, they are cute. Oh. That didn't. I don't think that did what she wanted it to do, but it tucked right behind that yellow. So essentially they're guarding their own rock now. And Jamie Krause says, let's see, this is their third curling. Who is that? Carrie. Hey, Carrie, come curl right in between these 2 yellows. That's what we're waiting for right now. Should cover as much ground going the other way as it did the first one. It looks pretty good. It might crash. Gonna crash on that yellow, and unfortunately not a nipper. That's okay. That's good for Team Red. This is Lindsay throwing now for the Texas team. And I imagine they're still trying to get that red point out. But it looks like it might be curling the wrong way. I hope they don't shove red right in, which looks like a possibility. And that is what happened. Unfortunate. Oh, what a bummer. That's a heartbreaker. They just nudged red in. Merry Christmas. You're welcome. Here's a right on the button shot. Now Jamie's going to try to protect that one. So we currently have red in for 2 points, and we're trying to see what Carrie can do here in the way of a good guard. They seem to be sailing right through once they pass that second hog line. And that one's not moving very much either. That's gonna crash and tick off, but ends up being good because that pretty much works as a good enough guard for point 2. Point 1 is still pretty out there though. That's what Lindsay's gonna try to take out that red. You need some weight to it, Lindsay. Let's go. Well, the line looks really good. I would put more weight on a takeout, but that looks like it's gonna absolutely get the job done. Oh, I mean, they are point, but they didn't get rid of that rock, so a little more weight would have been nice, but that did the trick, and they're pretty much guarded as well. This is gonna be a good game. And here comes Jamie Kraus, skip of this team, vice president of the women's board, all around good human. She's been curling 17 years. Her husband happens to be our ice maker, Jason, one of them. This is her 14th Grinch Spiel, so she's done almost every single one. And I think she's trying to get in to that point rock. Looks like she's trying to, oh, I'm not sure this is going to curl enough. You can hope for a tick off one of those reds, but I think we're a little far from it. It's going to be good. Jamie Kraus, look at that. And bounced off and tucked it right behind their red. You can't see much of it, that's for sure. That's good for them. That was a great shot. They're still sitting only 1 point because, as you can see, that yellow rock would be next in line as far as points. They're going to have to do something about that one. For Team Texas, we have Nicole Holm. She is the skip. She's been curling 3.5 years. It's also her first Grinch Spiel. I'm not sure what brought this team to this club. I'm not sure if any of them actually live in Texas or used to, or if they still curl. I'm not really sure what is going on, but their jerseys are really cool. And Nicole is looking like she wants to curl in that weight. Looks like not really looking for a takeout. Maybe a bump back would be good. She can bump theirs back a little more of that rock and they might have had it, but that's not too shabby. This might be like a 1 point game because they're pretty evenly matched, it seems like. Oh boy. It looks like a few of the players might have indulged in some Christmas spirits upstairs over lunch. You can tell that by their funky, fresh dance moves. The music is really loud. I'm not sure if anyone tuning in can actually hear it, but it's very loud and it's thumping the whole booth just a little bit. Jamie Krause's second rock. And I'm thinking she's gonna maybe want to kiss up to that yellow. Because, well, maybe not kiss up. Probably stay out front and guard that porthole, actually. That little window, right? Over curling. Oh no, Jamie Krause. Oh no, yes, Jamie Krause. Good result. That is effective. That's going to prevent yellow from being able to come that way to out curl the red that is currently sitting point. Nice shot. I sent out questionnaires this morning for these teams to fill out, and one of the questions... Hold on one second. Do you see what's on here, Jamie Krause? One of the questions I asked was, what's the best Christmas gift you've ever given? And Jamie's answer is my Ambien shopping gifts. I'm not sure she didn't mean Amazon? I don't understand. But apparently Jamie didn't fill this out. She had somebody else. Okay. Jamie's being nasty out there. All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Jamie. I didn't really see who won that end, but I will figure it out when you put up a score. I'm guessing red got one. Yes! One red. Second end. Here we go. Let's see if I can change the view for you all. And we'll get a better look at the end of sheet 8 down there. I don't like that. We'll just keep it where it is, actually, because they're coming back this way, and good guard coming in there. Might even be it is fully in the house, actually, so that's going to be a point. We'll see if yellow wants to take that out or curling behind it. All right, who's up? Sam. That's what I thought. Oh, I know what it is. She takes Ambien and then shops online. It's a surprise for everybody, she says. That's so smart. All right. Sam threw hers and it ended up just kissing up to that red gal. They got that side covered. Okay, guys. They're going to try to curl behind. Let's see if I can't bam this broadcast up a little bit. I think I have sound effects downloaded. Let's do it. Okay. Coming in kind of hot at first, but it is slowing down real fast. That might tuck behind real nice. I can't. Oh, that looks good. That is very nice. There is room for yellow to get in there, but it'll be tough. From the chatter down there, I'm guessing Sweet Caroline is playing on the ice right now. This is curling a little too hard, too fast. That's going to end up way on the other side of those guards. But still may be counting for a point. If they can just let it die. Nope, Jamie Krause is getting that out of there. Good job, Jamie Krause. That was my applause button. I just don't know how to use it quite yet. All right, so now we have, I think this is Sheila. Nope, it's not Sheila. It's Elf. That looks like a nice smooth rock. I don't know if it's gonna make it all the way in or if they can, yeah, that'll be in the house for sure. That's gonna absolutely work. That's nice. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to hit out unless you hit it in the right, what? Oh, is that Adeline? On the button? Her dog. I can't see. I don't know what's on the button. Apparently Jamie Krause bought the button on this end of sheet 8. I just can't tell what's on there. This one's gonna do some damage. Let's get some of that out of there. Nice. That's a nice one. Nice take. A little harder. Might gotten rid of both of them. All right, so let's see what Sheila has up her sleeve for her next rock. It doesn't look too fast. Looks pretty good. Maybe a bit slow. But I think they want to guard. Is it going to make it over the hog? Yes, it did. Okay, that's good. Good one, Sheila. Jamie Krause says, good one, Sheila. Thanks for being my teammate. Next up, Nicole is calling for Dawn. Oh boy. I'm mixing up all my papers. Dawn. It looks like they're going for a takeout because that's got some speed to it. Dawn's favorite Christmas movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. How could that not be anybody's one of their faves? I don't know. I also asked what your favorite Christmas food was, and Dawn answered lasagna. I'm not sure how you make lasagna Christmassy, but whatevs. Throwing now is Carrie for Team Krause. I think they're just going to kind of want to keep guarding their points is what this looks like. From the window here, though, it does look like yellow's in for the point. I don't have a clear shot. Let's see if I can give everyone a clearer shot of sheet 7. I meant 8. There we go. Let's try this. Here's where we're sitting right now, if that gives you guys a better view. Red looks like they got in. It might come down to a measure if these stay where they're at. It's hard to tell which one is point. Team Texas coming down. Can't really see. There it is. That is going to crash. Not really do much of anything except kind of protect the red up front from any trouble. Looks like Jamie's calling a draw, so they'll be trying to draw onto the button there. It's clipping along at a good pace, but I'm not. Oh, sweeper's on, okay. So what sweepers do, anyone who curls knows this already. What sweepers do is once you start sweeping a rock, it keeps it from slowing down and it elongates that curl. So if you have something curling really sharply and you think it's going to hit, the more broom you put on it, should draw that out a bit, so hopefully you don't crash on things and get it where you want it. Team Texas answering back because that was a good one. They are now sitting shot. Maybe 2. Might have to measure. And that's just going to serve as a guard. They probably wanted that in a bit more. All right, so let's see. Jamie looks like she's heading down to throw her last 2 rocks. And looking at that, I think what I would do is try to throw up a guard actually on that front quarter there, so it prevents yellow from curling in. And if I'm yellow, I'm hoping she maybe leaves a bit of enough window to squeak by there. We shall see. It's going to be deeper than a guard. Oh, it's going to tuck nicely too. Goodness. Little tick, otherwise that would have been a real, it's still real nice. Real nice rock. It is possible to get in there, but at this point, it's almost certainly just trying to limit points. What? I don't know if... No, you're 3. You're sitting 3. One of that red one got knocked in. They're sitting... Red's sitting 3 right now. They're very much 3 now. Now, I don't know if Jamie wants to just load up the house for the heck of it or get a guard out there. She looks point hungry. She's like, let's get it in here. Let's just put another one on the button, because if they're all jammed together, there ain't going to be much you can do about it. Alright, let's see what Jamie can do. Which should be able to move that much and come right in, if that's what they want. It's definitely coming in the house. Gotta miss those yellows out front. And it looks like it might be serving as a guard instead, which is just fine. Needs to touch that 4 foot. Nope, they're still sitting only 3. You got a yellow right there, so we'll see what yellow can do. I don't think, unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to be able to do much with the way things are set up. Oh, I'll see if I can switch this view back here to where it was. There we go. As you can see on sheet 7, yellow's doing pretty darn well, and I think they might have just scored 4. They had 2 to start, and I think they just scored 4 on these ladies. That is not good. You're halfway done with your game, and red has no points. That's tough. Oh, and yellow just sailed right by on sheet 8, so that's going to leave Jamie Krause's team with a 3 ski. So on sheet 7 we have Gail as the lead. They're playing with only 3. Gail, Paige, and Zandy. Zandy was the last women's board president. She did a really great job. She's always so helpful. Paige, as I mentioned, is our secretary currently and the new gambling manager. She's doing a really nice job. If anyone listening has the chance to go over to Warrior Brewing Company, which is over in West Duluth, we now have pull tabs there, which profit our curling club. So if you want to support the DCC and you love pull tabs, they have a pull tab machine, they have e-pull tabs, and they have e-bingo. So head on. They're great people. It's a veteran-owned brewery. They're awesome. They've got live music a lot on the weekends. Good people over there. So go support our club and their brewery because they're awesome. All right, so first couple rocks on 8 looks like they're going to both, well, yellow looks like it's through the house. Red's got a good guard up right now. Good corner guard up there. Over on sheet 7 again, Team Zwabel is playing Team McLeod. So let's see. They've all been curling for 1 to 4 years, each of them. Looks like this is their first or second Grinch Spiel, except for Judy McLeod. This is her 14th Grinch Spiel, so she's done almost all of them as well. Awesome, Judy. It does make me a little sad that red does not have any points yet on sheet 7. That's a bummer. All right, we'll see here what Sam can do. It looks like they're going for a takeout. That had some heat on it. Hopefully it doesn't curl too much. When you get out to the sides, it gets a little frosty and it tends to yank your rack in whichever direction you curled it. And that one's going to be through 2 bumskis. Got Sheila throwing for Team Kraus. Looking like they're going to want to do a curl behind there. It's typically what you do once you have a couple of guards out, and then you start trying to curl behind where your opponent can't really get to them. And that looks to be a little over curled and light as well, but it will function as a guard. They are line 1. They did get the one in the house. And there goes Don for Team Texas. Looking like a takeout. It looks like it's curling a bit too much though. That's also going to be through. Bummer, dude. There's a lot of curl on this ice today. It's hard coming from different clubs too, because you get used to your own ice and then it takes a bit to adjust. Team Kraus coming in for, looks like a curl behind again. I'm going to see if I can't switch the view for a second and do a view of the whole club. Oops, let's see. What am I doing? Not that one. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to get technical for a second. Okay, and then I should be able to show you guys the whole club. Look at all the cute costumes we have out there. Lower right would be Kathy Olson. She's still playing for this, for the A bracket, hoping to get into the semifinals. No. These are the semifinals. Hoping to get into the finals. I curl with her on Thursdays. She yells a lot. She's yelling right now. I can hear her right through the glass. But she always says she's sorry for yelling, and it's funny. Let's see if I can go back here. This way. That is the men's bathroom. Clearly. Wait, there's Jamie Gross. Let's see how far down this can go. This is kind of fun. Oh, there's Jamie! Oh. Hope I'm not making anybody sick. I can't really figure this out. Down here, over here. Okay, I gotta follow this game. It's a good one, so I'm gonna flip back here. There we go. Actually, I might do. See what happens here. Looks like red's got 2 in. And I think they might be going for a third, but it might end up being a guard because it's a little light. But as you can see from the screen, that kind of plugs up the hole. They definitely probably wouldn't be able to get anywhere up through the middle. They'd have to go around to the sides, and that's always a little bit trickier. Looks like Team Texas has a chance of bumping that yellow one back a little bit. But it's a little light. It's gonna bump a little, but not enough. Oh, it gets tricky when you kind of don't have a shot. Well, I wonder what Jamie's gonna try to do. They're currently sitting. I think I only see 2. I need glasses, guys, sorry. If I'm calling anyone by the wrong name and you end up listening later and you're like, hey, that's not me, that's somebody else, I'm really sorry. I can't see very well. And the screen is a little bit shiny. Oh, that's better. Jamie's not happy with her shot. Well, now they're discussing what to do. What can we do? I don't think there's anything you can do except possibly try to bump back that front yellow that you have. She just said they're going to try that raise with a little more weight. So that is what they're going to do. They're going to try to raise one of their yellows, which just means bumping it back farther than those reds. It's a tricky shot, but sometimes when you do that, what should happen is you bump one back and then automatically just leave a guard for it. But this looks to be a little wide. It's not really coming in like it should. It's gonna maybe crash on that red first, but that did not do the trick. Let's see, what are we on? We have 1 rock each left. So Jamie will throw and then Team Texas will have hammer. They'll get another chance to do a raise, but I just really from here, I don't really see an angle where that's going to work work out for them at all. Could happen where they hit that very front yellow with some weight, knocking the next one back and that red out. You'd really probably have to throw it pretty hard. It's possible I don't even know what I'm talking about. So if anyone who is a seasoned curler is listening, just, you know, accept that I've only been doing it for a handful of years, so I don't know much, but it looks like it would be a good fun shot to me. And it looks like they might be even trying to block those yellows altogether so that yellow can't get to them. And that'll end up leaving red with two more points. It'll be 6-0. That's rough. It's pretty hard, especially when you're playing only 4 ends. Well, it's pretty hard anytime to get 6 points in one end. She did make it a little harder, but I think she wanted to leave that a little more to the left there. Oh, Jamie's singing. Nice try, Jamie. Team Texas gets another chance at a raise. Just move stuff around, that's what I say. Jamie doesn't like Last Christmas by Wham.
No.
Why?
No Wham. No Wham.
Do you have something against George Michael? Apparently she can hear me through the glass. Well, Wham is delightful, and you're crazy. She's probably a baby and didn't even grow up in the 80s. You baby. You baby. Let's see. Come on, yellow. Gotta make some contact here. Gotta do it pretty hard, too. What are we doing? No, it's not enough. I mean, it does limit red to 1, so it's not like their efforts were totally in vain. I just, I'm sure they wanted to steal there, but did not happen. 1 for the elves on the shelf. Nicole, who is the skip of Team Texas, has fancy hair. I don't know, maybe you get to a certain age, but I just can't imagine spending that much time on my hair. Braiding it and putting it up and putting stuff in it, and then I can't. It just would take up so much time. Do you just like get old and then feel like you never have time to do anything? Because that's how I feel. Oh well, I don't have to worry about it today. I'm in the booth. I have nothing to do but talk to you fine people who are watching this. All right, coming back. Jamie Krause, if you like Mariah Carey and not Wham, I'm going to be so disappointed. What? What? Hold on. Now I gotta take pictures of people. Cute. Alright, well that one's sticking around. I'm sure red's gonna try to want to get that out. because they're a no-nonsense kind of curling team. And what is Zandy doing on sheet 7? Just giving a lot of moral support to that yellow rock. All right, Team Homecoming, they're trying to curl in behind those reds. Now, you can tell it's a ladies' spiel because we have women coming out of the bathroom half undressed, like just pulling on their outfits as they come out. You can tell it's like an all-women situation. It looks nice. It looks like a good rock. That's pretty good. It is out there, but if they come in and try to take that first yellow rock out, there's a pretty good chance they're going to crash into the back yellow and it'll stick anyway. Anything can happen. It's not ideal. It's not like it's sitting out there with no backboard, like the takeouts you usually want to do. But looks like they're calling for a curl in. I think Jamie thinks they can get ahead of that yellow or bump it over a little farther. Well, that's a bummer. That red went right through, and now I would think yellow wants to throw up some guards. I'm going to protect the points you have. Oh, it's going really fast though, really fast. That's going to just go right through as well. Well, the ice must be speeding up because a lot of them are scooting right down the ice and not wanting to stop at all. Except if you're red, then they're a little slow. I'm not sure what's going on out there. Yellow rocks are too fast and red are a little bit too slow. With yellows, yellow gets another chance to throw up a guard here. So see if they can slow it down just a bit. Shenanigans. Nice. They can bounce off and further bury that rock behind those reds. Jamie didn't know what to do there. All right, red. I have to, yeah, they're going to try to curl in back there, draw in right behind those red guards up front. If they can do that, pretty much anywhere behind those red guards, if they get it to stop, it's going to be in further than those yellows and they'll be shot. So if they end up winning this end, it will be Team Kraus moving on to the Blitzen Bracket Championships, and that will be around 3:30-ish. The times are approximate. It's whenever we feel like it. It's whenever they feel like curling is when they're going to curl. That's going to work as a guard. It's going to eliminate the shot for yellow. It's going to make it much harder for yellow to get any more points in, but I mean, I really think they just need a guard anyway. This one is cruising. Usually when you get on the edge like that, there's a lot of frost and it really just like throws on the brakes. Well, it's going to work as a guard anyway. Okay, here comes red. They're going to try for a takeout. It looks like we're going to make some contact there, get one out, and that will likely put red in front. No, or it can just be missed altogether. Hit a little thin. Bummer. Bummer. Don't be mad, Jamie. You're 5 ahead. You're 5 points ahead. You're fine. All right, Team Texas, let's get one in here. Looks like they're really sick and tired of using the right side. They flip-flop to the left side. The only problem with that is you kind of forget what that side's doing. You don't have the line right anymore. And it looks like now they're going to crash into one of the reds. Hopefully not hard enough to bump it back. But it looks like they're just going to split those guards, which works out. Let's see. I'm looking over at 7 for the moment. Paige is getting ready to throw down here. It looks like yellow's already sitting 3. They are ahead 5-3. Get out there. There we go. They're trying to draw it in. They get all their sweepers. Let's go. Not going to get sheet 7 a 4th point. Back to sheet 8. Let's see what Jamie Kraus can do with this. Let's see if they can get points in the house on this last end. They don't need them, but we'll see if she can make it happen. Gentle. Well, that'll get him. I can't really tell from here. I think yellow's still in for 2. So we have Jamie and Nicole, who are the skips of these two teams on sheet 8 here. They're in their last rocks. Team home needs 5 points to tie this game. If they don't score a point here with this rock, I'm not sure it's in the cards for them to have enough to tie. So they might end up shaking hands after this. And looks like Nicole's over curled by a bunch, but That's going to be out, actually. That's hitting the sides. So once your rock hits the side or crosses that that outside line, it's out of play. So they're taking that rock out of play, and I do not know the... Oh, looks like, well, you know, you keep playing. Like I said before, you keep playing. If you're only playing 4 ends, there's no use shaking hands. It's a for fun game. You might as well practice a hero shot on that last shot. I hear New Kids on the Block out there. Who did that? Jamie Grass. Her last rock. Last red rock. Looks like they're wanting to raise, or at least looks like a possibility anyway. Slowing down quite a bit. It's gonna hit. It's gonna get him in. It's gonna get him in for a point. Yeah. Good rock, Jamie. Well, this will be yellow's last rock. We'll see what they do for their last one. Maybe blow it up or something. I don't know. Well, it looks like the red team on sheet 7 scored 3 points that last end. It's not completely out of the realm of possibility that they get 2 points to tie, but it would be pretty hard with that red sitting as far out as it is to score 2 with their last rock. I think that game's pretty much done, just like this one. But we'll see what this last rock does. Looks like it's just going to hit red back for more points. That's a heartbreaker, you guys. Yeah, oh, red will get out at least. But yeah, red scored, I can't see because there's people in the way. They're shaking hands. Good curling, good curling. Well, sheet 7 red did get one in. If by chance yellow knocks red in, I'm not sure how that would happen exactly, but oh, they're gonna hit yellow in. Look at that. And it looks like yellow's taken that game too. They're also shaking hands. I will be back for the championship game at 3:22 hours and 47 seconds or something like that. Thanks for listening, guys.